The Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call 567 249 9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
That's a snap from the petrol. Mr. Trap Rap No Bizzo from the mud to the tub. And I'm rocking out with Queen Silvy and Tim. You know.
Today on the Queen Silvy Show with a special live performance just for you. Award-winning Texas blues singer and songwriter, the one and only Mr. Bill Sibley.
Queen Silvy Show, tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you rolling like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show, 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 it's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you for dropping in on another terrific Tuesday on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. It is now my absolute pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, everybody's favorite comedian, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
Yes, it is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. I am honored that you are here. You know you are in for some super greatness, so be kind and spread the word around indeed. Smooth, how are you today?
I am doing absolutely terrific on this Tuesday, and Queen, might I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose it's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you're just simply...
I know. Amazing. True that. I am amazing. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing, as well as our amazing guests and announcements for today, right?
We have a guest on today that definitely exhibits a love for a love for blues music. He really does. Bill Sibley is going to come to us out of Dallas, Texas area. So we'll have a little conversation with him in just a moment. And if let's get on to some announcements real quick, and that would be, hey, our hearts and prayers are going out to the world, people of Ukraine. Looks like now they're getting some drone strikes, and that's insane. I couldn't imagine something buzzing through the air, and all of a sudden it's got a bomb attached to it, and they're just blowing up civilians,
Right.
all kinds of crazy shit. So, wow. let's hope that gets done and over with and settled out, and God bless those people over there. Anyhow, if you would, please take a moment and look at the top of the screen. Scrolling, you're going to see various ways to get a hold of Queen Silvy and myself. More importantly, go to www.thequeensylvyshow.com and go to the contact tab, rather. Scroll on down and give us your email, and that's a great way for us to keep up with you and let us know what's going on with you, and we'll let you know what's going on with us. How about that? Also, because you are worth it, Foxy 5 Jewelry. Sassy, elegant, and affordable jewelry for you and or that someone special. Go ahead and get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook or contact her at her website, www.foxy5jewelry.com. Another way to keep up with the Queen and myself is to go to our YouTube page. So simply go to YouTube and in the search engine, drop in The Queen Silvy Show. You'll get a result of all of our shows. We've got 3 shows as well as some other projects that we're working on. Thank you to our channel. While you're on our channel, we would appreciate, please subscribe. Also, how your lawn looks says a whole heck of a lot about you, so put that lawn care and maintenance into the hands of a professional who really cares. That would be Top Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio. They have commercial residential services available for you all year long. Call or text them for a free estimate, 419-708-0005.
That's right.
Analytics from last week, the United Kingdom, the United States, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, New Zealand, Canada, the Bahamas, Australia, and the rest of the world.
Yes.
Appreciate you tuning on in.
Shout out to
Thank
you.
Thank you, folks.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, if you're watching this live, I want you to know Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive,
our love is everlasting.
Our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you. Hey, we want to quickly give our apologies. We are starting today's terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show, a little bit late. We do want you to know that we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources to you, but we do make a difference in our community.
That's what we were busy doing.
Yeah.
We was busy making a difference, so we apologize.
We certainly
to make a difference, put us a little bit behind schedule.
We were called upon to do a kind gesture and blessing, and it just took a little bit of time, but it is definitely necessary, and we apologize, but we are here for you. So before I get my conversation going, I will give some shout outs as well, but first, what I'd like to do at this moment is accept that. Yes, I do. But I'd also like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. Start each day with a positive thought and a graceful heart. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart that you are meant to do. Believe in your heart that you are meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, and even magic. Simply follow your passion. It'll lead you to your purpose, I promise. And as long as you've got passion, faith, and are willing to work hard, hey, you can do anything you want in this life. That's right, hey? And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. That's right. Part of our passion and purpose is making a difference to the world, to our neighborhood, our community, and that is definitely what we do. I am honored that you're here. By the way, the phone lines are open. You're more than welcome to call in and ask our guest a question. Give a shout out or holler at Smooth or myself. That number is 817-602-0577. That is the number to the Queen Silvy Show on this terrific Tuesday. You know I'm energized. I'm ready to go. I've been up early doing things. Busy.
We've been busy today.
We are always busy, and it doesn't stop
up real
here.
early. You know, one of those where you get up so early, you got to get stuff done that you're just like...
Grab that cup of tea for me.
I'm hearing that.
Cup of Joe for them. So, hey, let's get some shout-outs. I do want to give some shout-outs if I can.
We can
get those taken care of because, you know, sometimes I get carried away in with my guests and forget. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to give a shout-out to Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Queen Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rouse. Shout out to you. As well as Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patino, Joan Mercer, Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, and Camille. Shout out to you. To my grandsons, my Puvapu Omari, Tyron, as well as Jonathan Jr., shout out to you. To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Brianna, Alana, and Precious, Jonathan Sr. as well, shout out to you. To Kelly and Ryan and the All American Boys. To Matt and Tracy and the All American Girls, shout out to you. Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, C. Shorty Franklin, shout out to you. Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, shout out to you. LP and Cynthia, shout out to you. All the way down in Africa, my good friends, Hero Boy, Websterito, Hostile Flow, as well as Amy Kanima. Shout out to you. From the Netherlands, Edith Verhoek. And to my good queens, my good friends over in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross. Shout out to you, DJ Team Broke 100. Pinky, Diane, Pinky Harmon, Sassy Savage, Lee Allen Sr. Shout out to you, as well as James and Audrey, Serious Edition. Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Job, Miguel Montalban, Brian Pearson. Ooh, I love shouting out you all. Shout out to you all and have a good day. Hey, and I'm going to say it again. Hey, that's right. Hey, if you would love to be shouted out, or if you have someone that wants to be shouted out, simply message us. We will definitely represent you every Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show, every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, and Thursdays with the fantastic Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. So listen, I'm going to say it again, that we bring the best in live entertainment talents and topics from around the world to you, as well as resources. So check out this wonderful resource, and then let's get it on with a great conversation and some wonderful blues music from our first guest, Bill Sibley, right here on The Queen Silvy Show.
How your lawn looks says a lot about you. So put your lawn care maintenance into the hands of someone who really cares. They're reasonable, experienced, reliable, licensed, and insured. They are Top-Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio. Commercial and residential services are available all year long. Call or text them today for a free estimate. Top-Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio, 419-708-0005. Top-Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio.
Here we go.
Hey there, is your child struggling in school? Are you feeling frustrated and don't know where to turn? Seek a virtual tutor at A Step Ahead Tutoring Services. Our missions are to tackle the academic challenges of all students and the emotional, mental, and behavioral changes that result from these challenges. In doing so, we fulfill the belief that we will improve our communities in the process. We provide the following services: one-on-one tutoring, test prep, editing and proofreading, and college counseling. All our tutors are online, so you don't have to worry about parking or opening your home to strangers. Your child can receive quality personalized instruction from the convenience of your own home. Even if you're traveling, you can take us with you. Our virtual services are limitless. Best of all, we work within your budget. Our rates are flexible and reasonable. Your wallet will thank us. What are you waiting for? Let us help your child today.
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. Going to give you some super greatness today. Hey, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this greatness that we have in store for you. Because did you know that one of the most powerful healing forces in the universe is music? That's right. And we're going to put some groove in your soul with a live performance, some great conversation, and the dynamic sounds from award-winning Texas blues singer, songwriter, Bill Sibley.
Well, thank you, and I'm really glad to be here.
Hi, Bill. Thank you for taking the time and being here today. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Texas. It's only 90 degrees.
Only 90. I trade you any time. It's a little chilly up here in the north right now, but I love all the seasons anyway, so it's all good for me.
Yeah.
But you were born and raised in the great state of Texas. Smooth and myself, we had the pleasure of calling Arlington, Texas, our home for a little over 7 years. But because you are a true Texan, what would be something, in your words, what would be something good and bad about Texas?
I would say the worst thing is getting hotter,
Right.
and the good thing is it's you have pretty decent weather pretty much all year long, and there's good people in Texas. There's good people everywhere, though. You know,
Well, well, that's true. There
and
is good people everywhere. But now, aside from, let's say, cowboy boots, how can you spot a true Texan? Tell me what qualifies someone to be a Texan.
I really don't. That's kind of it's gotten so diverse now. Like me, I don't wear cowboy boots, and I've not never been a cowboy.
Right.
So, but I, it's kind of hard to really tell. I mean, the people are pretty friendly here, but they're friendly everywhere. I've been to California, and there's some really nice people out in California, and I've been all over the country, and the people are just people. There's good people, and there's people that are not as good, I guess.
So
But
you started professionally writing and playing music around the age of 50. You currently with two albums, right?
yes, ma'am.
Is it
Two
two?
albums.
You
Uh,
have Songwriter of the Year from Is it Troubadour? Is that 2014 to 2015?
I believe it was 2014, I
Where's my
believe. And
audience?
I got to do the show with Hal Ketchum, and I'm sure you know Hal. He's a really, he was a really good guy, and he passed away a few years ago. And
Yeah, it's some great artists in Texas. But for you, Bill, what took you so long to give us all this greatness?
well, I never did really try. I never thought about it. I felt like my whole life I've been in construction, and I felt like my whole life that there was something I wasn't doing, and I had a heart attack when I was 47, and started playing guitar, and I just learned on the computer. I taught myself how to play, and it would relax me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started playing out, and uh, when I wrote my first song, I thought, well, I'm gonna sit down and write a song, and when I wrote my first song, it's like I realized that's what it was, that I'd been missing my whole life. And
Well, that's good.
by that time, I was almost 60 years old.
Well, that's good. It is never too late, and I'm glad that you did. Smooth plays the guitar as well and self-taught. I think it's better when you self-teach yourself anyways. But, that's just me on the outside saying that I wish that I could play the bass guitar. I like the bass guitar and the drums. You are with the guitar, but is that the only instrument that you play?
No, I play harmonica, and
Ooh.
uh, I played a lot of blues harp. Uh, but I will say, when I was learning to play, and I'd like for a lot of people to know this, don't sometimes people give up before you know they really get to where they're at, can go. And I was sitting one night, and I was in here trying to learn a song uh, that somebody's got a beautiful voice was singing, and I was trying to sound like them. And my wife Julie she's a nurse, and she's real straightforward, And she walked in, she said, "That sounds terrible." She said, "Quit trying to sound like everybody else, and play it the way that you would play it." And it kind of hurt my feelings, and I put my guitar up for about a month, and I took it back down. And when I did, uh, learned that same song, but this time I learned it the way that I would want to play it,
Right.
and it opened up a whole new world for me. And Steve Seskin, he wrote "Life's a Dance." I'm sure you heard that song. He told me, he said, "You have to be yourself because everybody else is taken."
Mm-hmm. That's right. And for everyone, whether it's music or for me, comedy, you have to find your own voice.
Yeah.
and find your own pitch. It's one thing to do cover songs, which we all do, but it is another thing to put your own touch and your own swing. So, what keywords would you personally use to describe your overall sound and style?
Uh, Mine is I've got kind of a strange voice, just real rough, and I'm not a great musician, but uh, I've been able to find. I don't write a song just because I have a topic. Uh, I have to feel it before I can write it,
Okay.
and so I don't uh, I don't pick a topic and then write. The songs just seem to come out. Usually, what I'll do is I'll just play my guitar for about 30 minutes or an hour or something, and then something will start coming out, and then it just kind of keeps coming. You know.
That's skill. That's talent and skill right there. A lot of people can't do anything like that. I was trying to for years actually, Bill, and it's not funny. I've been laughed at about it, but well, I know that a song is a story. And see, since being in Texas when we were there and we were interviewing and learning from a lot of musicians, I'm learning to write a song, except I'm still haven't turned the song off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't figured
Yeah.
out how to end the freaking song, so I don't know, turn it into a book or figure out what to do with it, but I'm trying. And you blowing up in Texas doing your thing, but aside from yourself, who was some other Texas heroes or other artists that you look up and admire?
Uh, Willie Nelson, I think. You
Mhm.
know, he's songwriting is so subjective, and and there you can't really. It's hard to say for what's a great song and what's not. As long as it's from the heart, it's a great song. And to me, but Willie Nelson seems to strike a nerve. And of course, my favorite song is "Angel uh, Flying Too Close to the Ground."
All right.
I just think that's just an amazing song, and uh, and
Well, I like
that's
Willie.
yeah, and it's his music is just really great. But there is so many that that are really good songwriters and stuff that nobody ever hears their songs, and that's why shows like this is really good because
Mhm.
you, there's a lot of diversity in songwriting, and there's some really great songs out there.
There is some really great songs. You're gifted with your music. I enjoy your music. But now that you've been doing it now for however many years, what is it that you aim to achieve as an artist?
Well, I started when I was two. I mean, I'm realistic. I'm I started when I was old, and so I don't have any. I don't really have any things about being a star or anything like that. It's just and money and all that stuff. It's it's if I could sit and do one of my songs and look out there and see somebody wiping a tear from their eye, you know, or just see somebody tapping their foot, or nod their heads,
Right.
or enjoying it. That means more to me than I had a I had a lady call me on this song, gift song that I wrote. It's about I wrote it about my mom, and I wrote it like in 30 minutes, right here at 2 o'clock in the morning. And but it was my mother had passed away, but it wasn't about losing her. It was what she had left me behind. What she had given me. And when I play that song, a lot of times people, they'll cry, and but it's being able to connect with people with my music. It means more than anything. And a lady called me, no, she on Facebook, and she said she hoped I didn't mind, but she played that song at her mother's memorial.
Wow. That's
And
special.
I said, no, ma'am, I don't mind, and I'm very honored.
That's
That's
special.
what it means to me.
That's special. And I understand that too. That's priceless. Money can't buy when you touch someone and you relate to someone with the gift that you have. And that is so awesome. Right now, I want my audience to double give it up for you right now because Mr. Bill Sibley is clean and sober for 32 years now. Amen. That is so great. And you share that experience through your music, correct?
Yes, yes, it was this one song, because I've been clean, it's over 32 years. But when I wrote, I was looking back because I was 34 when I got sober.
All
And
right.
I was looking back, and it was the lowest and part in my life, and I was looking back. And one thing about being in recovery is you don't forget about the past, and you don't want to shut the door on it. You don't live in it, but you don't want to. You don't want to. You want to learn from the
Right.
mistakes, and so sometimes I'll go back and I'll think about what it was like, and that's what that one song, "The Sweet Rain," is. It's the last. I tell people that when I do shows, it's the last day of my drinking. It's about a drunk getting walked out of town by the police. And I
Yeah.
always dedicate it to the Grandview, Texas Police Department.
That's funny. But that's great. You see your songwriting, even writing about what you've been through in those years back then, is therapy for you. It keeps you
Yeah,
strong,
it
it
is.
keeps you going. And it's therapy for someone who's going through that very thing. So help someone in the world today. Help someone right now with, one thing that works for one don't work for another. But what was your secret to your success in staying clean and sober?
Well, I went to meetings, you know, I went into recovery meetings. There's several different ones, but mine was alcohol and drugs, both. But I'll go to both programs, and I still go, and I hadn't drank or used in 32 years, but I go now, uh, partly to help other people, because there were people there when I got there, that helped me,
Right.
and 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 it's people trust people that's been through it more than they would somebody just telling them just say no.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Nancy Reagan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, it's easy to say, it's easy to tell people to say no, but it's a lot harder to do it.
Right,
That's
right.
what addiction is.
Well, good for you for being the backbone and the support for everyone on there. I'm looking forward to a live performance from you. And tell me the backstory and the influence behind the song Destiny.
Well, this one's one. There's some songs that are kind of painful, to write, and
Mm-hmm.
this was one of them, because I know what people are going through, in addiction,
Mm-hmm.
but also in recovery, people are they're it's like a family because you see each other all the time, and you know what the other people's problems or troubles are,
Mm-hmm.
and it's closer than a family, and so sometimes when people go back out, and it's like losing a family member.
Right.
And and uh and a few years ago we were losing a lot of people to opioids, and I had some friends that were in the program that lost children to opioids, and it just I sat and wrote this song. It's because they're not bad people. They just got in something they couldn't get out of, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And it was more to tell them we love them, but this song is the name of my second album. My second album is more of Americana album,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the name of it's Destiny. But the girl that was she was real pretty. She had long kind of red hair, and she was going to do the album cover. She was an artist, and I mean the single cover,
Mm-hmm.
and and I I was waiting till fall to come, because I already wrote the song and recorded it, and I was waiting on fall to get there because it's about fall, and she went back out and she passed away,
Oh,
and me and my wife, she was real close friends with us, and she'd ate. Her and her daughter would come for Thanksgiving dinner every year, and it was just she was like real close family.
mm.
And we
Sorry to
were
hear
with her
that.
when she passed away at the hospital. And
Mm.
so, but I was able to, for the single, I was able to put one of her paintings on it, like for iTunes and Spotify and all that.
That's
And
awesome.
it's just a painting with a girl with a tear going down her face. And I'd already wrote the song. That's what was so.
Wow, that's real special.
Do you want me to go ahead and do it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this song's called Destiny. Oh, I hope my harmonica ain't too loud. I'll try to keep it down. I played harmonica with a lot of stuff.
That's cool.
Shouldn't have started thinking back again. It always turns out the same. But a chill came through this evening. From the first autumn rain. It's destiny calling. Gentle as a tear that rolled down her face. And love won't always find your way. She was raised a preacher's daughter. Grew up with brimstone and with grace. She just slept out one Sunday morning. Said she couldn't seem to find the faith. When destiny's calling, gentle as a tear that rolled down her face. And love won't always find your way. Dug and got deeper. Danced to get high. While what shines inside her grew dim in the neon light. Was she reaching out for someone? There was no one there to tell. Just a stain on her pillow. One lonely teardrop fell, was destiny calling. Chill as tears rolled down her face. Love won't always find your way. But destiny's calling. Chill as tears rolled down her face. Love won't always find your way.
Yes, yes. That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what, Smooth? Let's do something just for you and pop yourself in screen.
What is that?
I'm gonna show him. Can you see me in Smooth? You ready, Smooth?
Okay.
This is for you right now. Here we go.
All right.
We tattle along with we all kind of instruments in here too. We like doing
Everybody loves a traveling band.
Yeah, we do our own little home jam sessions is what we like to do. But that was a very beautiful song. Destiny is what it's called. You can find it on the second album. That's really beautiful song, man. I don't know how you do it though. I always thought that was difficult to play more than one instrument at the same time. And you were singing, playing the harmonica and the guitar. You superstar, you.
Well, I usually play blues, and that was more, kind of straight.
Well, you know what? It's all right to show the versatility in your style and the talent that you have.
So I want to quickly recount that. How long have you been playing now?
Well, I started in my 50s, so I was playing, and I've been writing about 8 years now.
Awesome.
I started writing right before I was 60.
Awesome.
Okay, now interesting. Now, who talked to you about song construction? Putting your phrases together, how you building your bridges, everything. How did you get into that?
Well, when you get older, you've listened to a lot of music in your life too. But I just kind of I know that you need it's good to have a bridge in and things like that, and a chorus, but a lot of it's from listening to music. You kind of get the structure just by listening for all these years. But
that's great.
But when I write a song, I don't think I'll ever play it out. I don't worry about playing it in front of people. I write it sitting in it right here most of the time, and I don't ever think I'll ever play it. I don't even pay attention about playing it out, because if I do, then I'll think about whether people like it or not. But what I try to do is let it come from inside.
Great.
So you kind of you're not going to really pay attention to rules.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that's what kind of gives. But when you're kind of unique, that kind of makes you stand out a little bit,
right?
Yeah.
And with my voice and stuff too. But I try to just write what I feel, and usually if I wrote a song a couple of years ago that I never played it out, and a month or so ago I played it out and people loved it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, and so I don't really, songs, I think, as long as they come from inside, I think people like them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
People can tell if you're. I mean, people can tell if you're being honest with them about it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's 100. isn't it?
Absolutely. Huh. Well, listen, when you do look back at any videos or look back at yourself when you're performing, and like you say, you hear people say great things about your music, what are you most satisfied about this great music that you're creating?
That I found it. That I found music before. You know, there's a lot of people who go through their life that probably can do. I'm sure that can do the same thing and maybe better, but they never tried, so they never found it.
That's right. That's right. I love it.
So my suggestion to all my kids and things is try a lot of different stuff, because you never know what you might be good at. Maybe something. I was terrible in English, and I didn't read very good when I was in school. I played sports some, but I didn't read very good, and I wasn't very good in English, and I would that would have been the last thing I would have ever thought I'd be, was a songwriter.
Well, you found your calling and your purpose in life, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying it. I'm a fan now, and I know that there are a lot of people out there that right now today that's enjoying getting their eye full and their ear full of Bill Sibley right now. Sweet Rain is another great song. Got that little blue swang in there that I hear. Tell me about the song. I want to play that.
Well, that's the one I was talking about. It was the last. I looked back. It's not exactly what happened, but it was the last day of my drinking. It's when I was walked out of town, basically. And it was the most humiliating day of my life. But the main thing is I realized that I couldn't live like that anymore.
Absolutely. You're a strong guy.
And so I was just thinking, trying to think, is this all there is to my life, and I didn't realize that day my life was starting.
Wow. It's a great song. I'm honored to share for you right here on the Queen Silvy Show, Bill Sibley and Sweet Rain.
Dirty red brick road leads out this town. Wonder why y'all wanna kick a man while he's down. What you didn't take with her, I guess she sold. This life here's not ended. The show put on hold, so moving on, all right. Thinking about the drinking, times that I went wrong, dreams I had for the whiskey, y'all, long since dead and gone. From the outside looking in, this must seem insane. Misery don't like company. She needs someone to blame, and there has to be. Oh yeah, now some kind of reason. Oh Lord, now this wasn't all in vain. This long. Well, how sweet the smell of rain. Stranded at the crossroads, knowing I can stay. Oh Lord, can you hear me now? Show me the way. 'Cause I can do my best to go where you choose. You know, it's easier to have faith when you got nothing to lose, and it has to be. Oh yeah, now some kind of reason. Oh Lord, now you know this wasn't all in vain. When you've been eating dust this long, well, how sweet the smell of rain.
Yes, that is sweet. Sweet rain. Yeah, my foot was tapping. I'm bopping around. You know, you got it going on when you got Queen Silvy jamming to it. Hey,
Thank you.
that's what's
Well,
up. You know, real
I got
music.
some.
Yeah, real music
got
comes
some
from
really
the
good.
soul. What'd you say? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I've got some really good musicians playing on it too. I've got Bill Hudson plays lead, and Guthrie Kennard, he's a legend.
At the bass.
Oh, that was Guthrie.
That was Guthrie on bass.
Yes, and Jimmy Blue Shoes was on the drums.
Okay.
Wow, wow, that's a nice little roundup there.
Yeah, we have fun.
We've had Guthrie on the
buddy.
show numerous times throughout the years.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's my buddy.
Yeah, he's good people. Because, you know, real music comes from the soul, but it even comes from experience, and you share your experience through your music. But when you do that, Bill, what do you learn about yourself?
Well, I learned I learned a lot just being in recovery about myself. That's what recovery kind of does. It teaches you, because a lot of times, you know, an addicts they don't want to do these things, and then all of a sudden they find themselves high and drunk again or whatever, and they go, "Why did I do that?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you get in recovery, I think that's what helped me with my songwriting, because recovery, the whole point of it is to learn to look inside yourself instead of blaming everybody else for your problems.
Yeah.
Look inside me and see what is it about me that I don't like.
You know, you chuckle behind that, but you're right on point with that. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people get steered away from finding themselves when they're busy trying to satisfy others or drown themselves from facing something that they're going through. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's good. Your music is therapy. I'm really loving your music and the sound. Your voice also, you already know, is very unique. By the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that sound if you hit me in the throat right now.
Can't get that ground.
Can't get.
Sometimes I'll be playing like in front of a big crowds, and you know, you kind of sometimes you just pick one or two people out instead of looking at the whole crowd. You know what I'm talking about,
Right.
and and I'll be sitting there, you know, and I'll pick out like a lady over here, and I'll kind of be looking at her and looking at some person over there and the guy or something, and then I'll be looking and then when I start singing, they'll go.
That's all
And they
right.
look on their faces like, "Wow, at least I got your attention."
Right. That's great. You have something?
No, I was just wondering, where do you like to get out and play, and who with? Besides Guthrie, where do you like to get out and about and play, and who with?
I like to do song swaps. I love listening rooms. I play in the music room in Waxahachie, and I played before they closed Uncle Calvin's down in Dallas. I love playing there because it's where people are listening to your songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and things like the song swaps and songwriter song swaps, where people are actually listening to the words because and I only play on mine. All I'd play now because I've got like 40 songs. I only play originals, so there's just not a lot. There's a lot of places
Wow.
that don't want you just to play originals,
They're
but
getting a treat. Do you know
but
they're getting a big treat when they get the original songs? You have 2 albums, Sweet Rain and Americana, out right now. Where can everybody go to purchase and listen to your music?
whether on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, uh, all the streaming stuff. And I have songs playing in Europe and Canada and the United States and on the radio. Some, no, not a lot, but they play them every once in a while. And but they can get them. They can get both albums, and there's a lot of singles in there, but all the singles are pretty much on albums. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, you can get them. There's 2 albums, and I've got enough stuff. I've got enough songs for another album. I just with COVID hitting and everything, it just kind of slowed everything down. So I hadn't gotten another album out yet. But
Well, when
it's
you decide to and you do put another album out, please keep me informed. We'd love to have you come back again, jam on us again. You never know, me and Smooth might surprise you with a song. We like surprising our guests with stuff like that, but you never know. Got to come
I'm
back for
very
that. And so someone that listened today, let's just say for the first time, at the end of the day, what do you want your fans to take away from your music and the message in your music?
well, you know as well as I do on this that you can when you sing a song, different people get different things out of different. Some person may, it depends on how they feel that day or how their life has been. How they perceive because life's not good or bad; it's how you perceive it.
Right.
And some music's the same thing, and I just I just hope they get some honesty out of it, and that they know that it's coming from my heart, and it means a lot to me for people to like my songs, because on a personal level, and I'm just really grateful that I got to I get to meet people like you and
Bill.
be on stage, do things like this. This is grateful for me. I mean, I was just an old carpenter.
Oh, come on, Bill.
You
You
know.
are definitely one to reckon with because you have it
Well,
going
so
on.
was Jesus. So Jesus was just an old carpenter too at one time. So
He was an old carpenter.
Yeah, so what are you saying here?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they're carpenters. They're great, and it's an art in itself. But but this is something out that came out of the blue. I mean, really.
Well, this is
And to
great.
play it in front of people I would have never thought,
I am so honored. You have no idea, Bill, how honored I am that you performed live, shared your great music and your story. You are now a part of Team Queen Silvy. We look forward to having you back again. But before I get in, we're going to go out with stars. But before I do, is there anything that you want to add and say, or do you have any upcoming performances lined up here?
I've got some. Lola's in Fort Worth. I'm going to be there next in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Next Sunday, and I played some with Guthrie and stuff. But I've got several things coming up in Granbury and different places like that in Arlington.
All right.
So I had knee surgery, so I'm starting to get back to playing more, now. So,
Right. Well, just take it easy and just sit nice and comfortable in a nice, good seat and just give the people what we need, and that's your music.
And I want to thank you very much, and I'm very honored to get to be on your show. And I want to thank you for it.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Hey, we're happy to have you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Tell everybody how you can be followed on the social media.
Bill Sibley Music on Facebook, and then I have a Reverb page, Reverb Nation or whatever it is. I have a Reverb page on there too.
All right.
But yeah, Bill Sibley Music is usually where everybody finds me on Facebook.
So tell me about Stars.
Well, I wrote it as the end of the night dance song, you know, and it was written for electric. We played a lot of acoustic, but my wife is the inspiration for that song. When me and her first met, we've been together close to 30 years now.
All right.
Yeah. I tell her all the time, you married me on purpose. There's something wrong with you.
Those was my words about Smooth. Dirk Gunnett.
Yeah, and she's just a sweetheart, and she has backed me and helped me in so many ways. But it's, you know, that little feeling you get when you meet somebody for the first time and you think there's something to this.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what that song is about. I took the emotion that I got of our first time together into that song. So it's kind of a beginning of a love song, I guess you'd say.
Well, that's so great to go out with. How about that? Great song. Bill, you have it going on. Shout out to your beautiful queen. And listen, you are more than welcome to come back anytime. Do keep me posted on anything else that you're doing. I will gladly share this out to the world. Again, I'm honored and appreciate you taking the time for being on the Queen Silvy Show. Let us get it on and enjoy Bill Sibley and another hit that he has entitled Stars right here on the Queen Silvy Show.
Thank y'all very, very much.
Hey, you're welcome. I can't wait for this.
This is great.
As the misty moon slowly rises with a veil of soft shimmering light, and as you look up under the party lights, it looks like stars are in your eyes. As the music moves us in harmony, the mood and passion is our guide, and as we dance under the party lights, it looks like stars are in your eyes. One look reveals your intention, with a subtle wink and a smile. Let the music keep playing now, 'cause you might want to stay here for a while. the temptation of your side. And as we move under the party lights, it looks like stars are in your eyes. Yeah, it looks like stars are in your eyes.
Wow.
Got the blues in my soul on this terrific Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed that, Bill. Thank you
Sibley?
so much.
Mr. Sibley.
Mr. Bill Sibley. And hey, if you are in the Texas area, you're going to get blessed by some live performances from him. Check him out on his Facebook page. You'll go and find this guy, get the music, and I tell you, you won't regret it at all. There's music for everyone, and this is something definitely one for the record.
Amen.
I appreciate that. Hey, listen, if you would love to continue some more super greatness, tune in tomorrow evening for Tim's Tidbits with special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas area. That is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it doesn't stop there because Thursdays, terrific Thursdays, and the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim bringing you inspirational, encouraging, and even funny segments from some great kings and queens from around the world just for you. Hey, tune in for that as well. I have fasted. I am ready to eat. You know me. If you don't know, well, now you do know. Now you know. Smooth, tell everyone how we can be followed.
Hey, we can be easily followed by simply Googling us and following us on your favorite platform. Just Google The Queen Silvy Show. But more importantly, catch all of our different videos and things that we're doing. Go to YouTube. And while you're on our page, please subscribe. We would appreciate it.
I surely do. We love and appreciate you. I thank you for tuning in, taking the time to listen, to watch in, to get your groove on, some super greatness, and go out and enjoy the rest of your day. But until then.
Until next week, same Queen time, same Queen station. We will holla. Bye now.
Bye-bye.